Hi everybody, I'm Carolyn from Norcross, Madagascar. Thank you for joining us for this recorded version. If you were watching us on Instagram earlier, we did have a little bit of a technical difficulty, so sorry that we had to cut it short. But I did do the research and find out that it is manganese and iron that gets the dendrites into the dendritic agate. So, as I was saying, this is Tumble Tuesday and we are discussing tumbled stones, and this is one stone, 4 varieties. We actually have 6 varieties, but we are sold out of our 2 very popular products, the icy and the gray agate. We unfortunately don't have any of the tumbled stones on, so I'm going to be showing you 4 varieties of our agate. First one I'm going to be showing you is our banded agate. And the ones that we're going to be displaying for the most part are going to be our largest size, so you can see these the best. This is our 40 to 65 millimeter size. And this is called banded agate because it's got these gorgeous, gorgeous bands in it. I love these pieces. The colorization, it just is so cool. This is the true character of the agate that you can see in these bands, and it's, you know, the creams and the whites and the clears. It really does have some gorgeous, even though they're just lines, there is some really great patterning in them. So this is our banded agate, and this is the largest size. We did show 4 size comparison. We do have 4 sizes. This is our 12 to 18, so this is going to be our smallest size. And you can see this is 1 pound of the largest size. This is 1 pound of the smallest. I'm going to say there's maybe about 20 pieces in the largest size. I don't even want to think how many are in this bag, but you can see even these tiny little pieces in this. And I know as soon as Greg tries to zoom in, I'm gonna flip it around and turn it. And I'm not sure what the lights are doing, how much glare you're getting, but you can see the great banding on these. So depending on what you wanna do with these tumbled stones, I personally use them. You know, people use the clear glass marbles in a vase to hold up their flowers. I like using tumbled stone because you can change the mood, you can match the flowers. Even if you have like fake flowers, some of the silk flowers and everything are, I think, more beautiful than real ones, and they last. So I do have some artificial flowers, and I've used actually a mix of different stones, so these will hold up the flower stems and stabilize them so they're not flopping all over. So this is one of the greatest uses for them. People use these for everything. I've seen them just displayed in bowls, in vases holding up flowers. You can use them for so many things. Worry stones, everything. The banded agate is $10 a pound is the starting price. This is the dendritic agate, which is, as I said, the manganese and iron forms in the agate. And you can see, I mean, it's got the typical agate banding in the majority of them, but these really dramatic different colors in here, just the patterns are so dramatic. I absolutely love it. You can see like the little blooms. Some people will call them almost like a tree or a branch-like effect on it. And I just think it's so dramatic with the clears and the whites and the creams in there, just the way these patterns and colors are. Agate is, you know, I mean, these are all agates, but you can see just the huge difference in the patterns and the colors on these. This is the 4th size. I did show you the 18 to 25. The next size up is the 20 to 30. And then these pieces right here are going to be the 30 to 45, which tends to be one of the most popular sizes. And then after that, you can see, I'll throw in a couple of the 40 to 65. So hopefully Greg can get all of these on. I'll sort of try to squish them up there. The 4 different sizes that we have, which is 18 to 25 millimeter, the 20 to 30 millimeter. So these are kind of close together. The 30 to 45 millimeter, and then the 45 to 60 millimeter. So depending on what size, what purpose, or even if you wanted to mix and match, I I have that done actually in my office, where I have one stone, the smaller pieces, and then I have larger pieces of the other to add a little bit of impact. So those are the 4 sizes. And as I was saying with the dendritic, this is more rare and it is a little bit pricier. This is $15 a pound. The next stone we're gonna go to is, I love carnelian, and carnelian is an agate that Mother Nature, or some people do artificially heat it and turn it darker. But you can see, like this piece especially, I think it's the coolest piece, and I'll flip it and I'll show you why. But you can see the traditional banding that is, you know, pretty much across all types of agate. And then the back has the clear. I love this because it's just, you can kind of see what Mother Nature did here. And I know that Madagascar is an island with volcanic activity, and I kind of always think, you know, this is probably how the rock was, with the thermo heat from the earth coming up, heating more the bottom part than the top part, and that's how you get some of these really cool color patterns on it. So I love when it just streaks through too. It's just really, really cool. This is really cool with these bands of white in through that agate, carnelian. So this is the carnelian, and this is $12 a pound. This is the difference between the 20 to 30 and the 40 to 65. So this one, I'm gonna say, is a little bit denser and harder. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 pieces only in the 1 pound. I believe this is 1 full pound. The last one we're gonna talk about is multicolor agate. And what this is we just sort of, this is kind of a catch-all for us, because you can see some of the little bits of, you know, traces of carnelian along this agate. You can see, I love this piece. I just love it with the band in the middle. So almost all agate has the traditional banding in it. A few pieces have just a very few dendrites in it. They do have the colors from where the agate gets heated, so it sort of borders into the carnelian. And that's why we call it multicolor. It is the gray, it is the cream, it, you know, there is some of the icy agate in there. It does have a little bit of the carnelian. It does have a few pieces with dendrites in them. So this is just gonna kind of be a catch-all. If you're not quite sure exactly which one you want, maybe the multicolored would be best for you, because it kind of is a catch-all with all of them. Once again, this is the 20 to 30 size, this is the 40 to 65 size. So second smallest, 2 largest pieces we have. And these are also, the multicolor is $10 a pound. So these are the 4 that we have in stock right now of our agate and carnelian. Pretty reasonable price, absolutely gorgeous. I love the, just, God, this is the coolest piece ever. I love this stuff. It is really cool. So thank you so much for joining us. If you do have any questions, our phone number is 520-882-8884. Our email address is sales@madagascarminerals.com. We are open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30, so that's when we're going to be getting back in touch with you. And if you do send us a message or shoot us an email, we are available, but we will be getting back to you most likely during the day. This is New Year's week, so it's the last week of the year, and we will be closed Friday, January 1st. So if you are messaging us or getting in touch with us, we will not be getting back to you New Year's Day. We will wait till the following Monday when we're back in the office. Once again, 520-882-8884 or sales@madagascarminerals.com. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tumbled Tuesday when we discussed our agates.